Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Nathan. Just want to say good evening, everyone, both East West Coast. Hope you guys are enjoying your day today, right here on Tuesday. And for this video tonight is WWE slash AEW News Updates for the 21st of December 2021, right here on Tuesday of this week. And we have three things to talk about, as always, guys. All from NoDQ.com. And so, without any further ado, let's get into the first one. And this was all about AJ Styles and almost being split up after last night's WWE Raw. This one says, also, by the way, it's posted December 21st, 2021 by Aaron Rift on NoDQ.com. It says, news regarding the AJ Styles and Omos tag team being split up. As previously noted, the AJ Styles and Omos tag team was broken up during December 20th, 21 edition of WWE Raw. Twitter account at Russell notes noted the following the split. Quote, if it felt like they sped up the almost and AJ Styles split because they did. Source says both superstars have significant plays in 2022 and won any type of blowout program done prior to major Rumble and Mania events. It was reported back in October that WWE had considered splitting Styles and Omos up during the 2021 draft, but there was concern about it being too soon for Omos to be on his own. And Russell votes on Twitter. It's the same thing I said. And a match between the two of them will take place next week on Raw. And so I should be good one. Make sure you guys check it out. But without further ado, let's go on to the next one. This next one is all about Baron Corbin and his new character, the Happy Corbin character. So let's get into that one. Okay. And this one says, back to details regarding the development of the Happy Corbin character. Posted December 21st, 2021 by Aaron Rift. During an appearance on Ryan Settings Out Character podcast, Happy Corbin talked about Vince McMahon's role excuse me, in development of the gimmick. Quote, this is what Corbin talked about. I think being around many years with Triple H, they sort of learn their personalities, so they tailor characters based on their interactions with you over the years. It could have something with Vince when I was making him laugh or just having fun being one of the guys with him. He's like, oh, I have this idea where you're just over the top happy. People don't like you. They're really not going to like you when you're really happy all the time. It works and it's just fun. That was 100% Vince. I heard it actually on Twitter. They're like, WWE just copied Happy Corbin. I'm like, what? I was confused. I asked them and they said, we really don't know what you're talking about. Sure enough, a couple of weeks later, they said, your name was Happy Corbin now. So Twitter knew before I knew. That's how you find out a lot of stuff. I had no idea. I honestly believe that the Sad Corbin wasn't supposed to last as long as it did. From what I understand, it was supposed to be a 2-week thing. I was going to lose the crown and get a little bit depressed. It became very entertaining. I had a lot of fun because it was the powerful opposite of anything I had ever done. I think that's what's fun about this job for me is it doesn't become one star stress. We continually evolve. It was miserable. This miserable guy was very short. The worst part was not being able to cut the hair or the beard. I got text messages at like 2 a.m. from Vince that said, "Don't shave or cut your hair." After like 3 weeks, I have the Constanza hair going. The best part is I was visiting schools for my daughter. They're private schools. My daughter is 2.5. I'm going in. My beard and hair, and you can't wear a hat into these places. And I look ridiculous. I said, I apologize for my look. It's my job. It's private schools, and they're judging me the second I walk in. Post courtesy of WrestleNews.co. Okay, and with that, guys, we're going to go through this again. And first to last, top to bottom. Um, let's go with the first one. As far as AJ Styles and Omos go, tag team being split up, I think we all saw it coming miles away. I knew it was coming, and I can see them having a match at WrestleMania if the feud between them does continue. If not, then I can see them maybe involved in a high-profile match together as opponents, or maybe they're going to be forced to team up in a situation where they need each other for the time being, and it happens at WrestleMania. But I'm glad that they split up so they can move on to bigger and better things. And for Omos, I think he has a very bright future ahead of him in WWE. I can see the company, building around him as a character and wrestler moving forward when he goes when he has better, bigger and better opportunities. So I'm glad that we pulled the trigger on Amos and AJ Styles being split up as a tag team. All right, and next up, the Happy Corbin character. I'm still trying to roll this character. I did enjoy the depressed Corbin character much better because I felt that there was more you can actually build around him. And his character, Happy Corbin character, feels like a Cameron Grimes knockoff in a way. I kind of look at because Cameron Grimes, even though he was kind of the cowboyish type of character, he was always upbeat and so happy and everything else. And it was kind of the same thing I see with Corbin. So this, given at least W is trying, and for Corbin, he's trying as well to sell this. So I do give him, I do give him back. So so I do wish the very best for Corbin with his character because I do feel that when he came on the main roster the first time with the leather vest jacket and tights and stuff, I could see his character being built up and heading to a good direction until he ran the Cena, lost the Money in the Bank, and that's when we saw this downturn. And then he became general manager, and that was okay at first, but then got boring, and then here we are. Then came Corbin, and then here we are now. So we'll see how Happy Corbin, does moving forward from here on out. And let's go to the last one here, guys. This last one, I kind of figured it would happen. From what I read, from what's going on right now in the real world when it comes to COVID and the new Omicron variant. So let's go here. I actually forgot to read this. Sorry about this, guys. Could WWE television be going back to the Thunderdome in 2022? Posted by Aaron Rift, December 21st, 2021, NoDQ.com. And it says, with COVID-19's Omicron variant becoming the dominant strain the virus, there was new talk about how WWE and AEW will handle any potential mandate shutdowns in 2022. Senior carrier at RingsNews.com know the following regarding the possibility of WWE turning the Thunderdome. Quote, we asked around about this, and Thunderdome return is possible, but there are so many other options. At this point, there are a lot of contingency plans that are being discussed. The pandemic is not over, and WWE knows that canceling events is a real possibility, especially if things don't improve. At this point, the company is preparing for any scenario. And Steve Carey, Western News says there's a report going around that WWE could go back to Thunderdome if they can't tour. We asked around about this, and Thunderdome return is possible, but are so many other options. At this point, there are a lot of industry plans that are being discussed. And also, Dave Meltzer of F4W1 also addressed the matter. You can read it in the article right here, but this pretty much addresses the possibility of them going back to WWE going back to Thunderdome during 2022. AEW can go back to Jacksonville as well, and I think for all companies, it's a possibility that AEW could, WWE, Impact, and other companies could do maybe smaller crowd events or just have no people at the events at all. And it does suck in one way because with this happened with WWE at first at AEW, watching WWE because there was basically no one at these events when it came to the arenas and also the performance center too. but they did survive when they brought back, fans and stuff. So, for AEW, I think they'll be fine as well. They have a backup plan. Go back to Jacksonville. But as far as this goes, which for WWE, I think we will see them back in defense zone in 2022 very soon if things do get out of hand. But that's what we got to say about this. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you more neutral about the news regarding AEW styles? The almost had to be split up. Back details regarding the development of the Happy Corbin character, and also the WWE television will be going back to third of 2022. I think so. What do you guys think? Also, if you guys tomorrow for more of WWE news updates for the 21st December 2021 for this week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share,